Well, a nest is for birds. However, you might be surprised to find out that nests and houses have some things that are the same. For instance, both nests and houses provide shelter. Another similarity is that both use trees in their construction. Birds use sticks and twigs, while humans use lumber from trees. Last, they are alike because they both take up space, although a house usually takes up more space than a nest. Does anybody recognize any of the key words in there that might give me a hint that this is a compare and contrast article? What words do we see? Yes, ma'am. Both. What does that tell me? What is both? So we're comparing. Okay. Yes, sir?
Similarity.
Similarity. What does similarity tell me? Compare. Okay. Yes, sir? However, what does however tell me? Maybe we're switching to contrast, right? These are the same, however, yes ma'am, you see anything? Differences, what does differences tell me? Different. So we're looking at how they're different, right? So we're contrasting. Yes, sir? Alike. What does alike tell me? That they're the same. So we see a lot of words for compare and contrast, right? To give us some evidence that that's what kind of article this is. We'll see how good you guys did. Do you see any that we didn't see before? Did we get them all? The same. In contrast. It looks like we got most of them right. I think you guys are getting the idea of what we're looking for. So now that we've had a chance to look over these as a group and kind of see what we're looking for, I'm going to give each group an article. What I want you to do is I want you to pick one person to be your recorder for your group. I'm going to give you an article, and then I want your recorder to put your names on it, please.
I'm serious. Go on. I'm already scared.
No, that's just for That's just for you. The compare and contrast toolkit that I gave you, you can go ahead, you probably want to leave it out so you can use it as a hint, but that's just for you, just so you have something to look back at so you can have a reference to see clue words for compare and contrast. Now, as a group, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do, I want you to read the article that I just gave you, and I want you to answer a couple questions for me. One is the article compare and contrast format. Two, I want you to tell me how you know that. Tell me the words that tell you. Tell me your keywords that you see in there. The third thing I want you to tell me is what is it comparing and contrasting. And then last, I want you to tell me which style, the whole to whole, point to point, or the similarities and differences. And I'll put that back up here for you. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to read your articles, and on your piece of notebook paper, try to answer those questions for me.